Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the January 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm actually shortening my readings from 5 columns down to 4. So the first column is going to be taking a look at what's coming for January. Then we're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the fourth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, which will honestly kind of serve as like almost like advice for January. We'll still do our 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you as well. But let's get into it, Sagittarius, and see what we've got going on. First, we have our summary affirmation card. So we have the card space. So as you go into January, I'm feeling that we should try to kind of float along as much as we can. Have a nice, soft, easy January if that is feasible, if that's possible for you here, Sagittarius. I think your body will really like that. Don't hesitate to give yourself some time, distance, space, quiet time, all those things. Again, the body's kind of asking for peace and quiet as we go into the new year. So as much as you can take it easy and float along, that would be beneficial for you. Let's see though what messages I've got here. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, if you take a look here, both the horse and rider are moving really quickly, which oftentimes means things can be really fast paced. So just keep in mind, again, if give yourself that time, that space. Just because the world is moving a million miles around you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. So I feel like January is going to come in hot and you just kind of want to float along. So see if we can balance that out as much as possible. The next card we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is boundaries. It's all about having boundaries. So again, just because the world is burning around you does not mean your world has to catch fire here. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarius. Set good boundaries here. Don't let the world's problems become your problems. And at the bottom here, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card, I feel like we don't have all of the details too in some of these situations. So perhaps that's where that space is coming from too. Giving yourself a little bit of time and space and distance as we work through things. I feel like we might not know all the information, so that could be that driver behind a little bit of lag, a little bit of patience, a little bit kind of waiting to see how things play out. I feel like we can figure it out. Again, just not all the information is coming as fast as some of these other things. Let's take a look and see what other clarifiers we have here, Sag. First up, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. Again, I do feel like there will be a lot of things popping up, new things coming. This is typically a card of love, so this could be relationship, baby, marriage, proposal, animal. So I do feel like there could be some new love coming in for you as well. I do think there's a lot of new opportunities too, but we're just not quick to jump on them this month. We're kind of just letting them play through, see where they go. The next card we have is the Fool card. Very fitting with what we just talked about in that new opportunity. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's taking its new paths, adventures, new beginnings, taking a chance, going after something new. These are all good, but it's, again, we don't have to rush into it, even though I feel like it may feel like you have to. Giving yourself that time, that space, that distance. Give that time for all the details, all the information to catch up with the opportunity. Generally, when I see the Fool card, it is really promising, so keep that in mind. But again, that does not mean we have to rush towards it. We just kind of want to float through January. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card of communication. It's a card of honesty. Again, this just needs more time for all the communication, all the information to catch up with it. So I feel like you want to float into the year, and that's not a bad thing because, like I said, it'll take a little bit longer for all the details to come forward. So looking to see what comes of this, but just don't feel like you have to rush. All right, next column now, let's talk about anything related to money. A quick money affirmation here for you, Sagittarius. I am financially safe and secure. I love that affirmation. That is a good one we should all be repeating to ourselves. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money. So first up, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a card of finding out information. So again, we need to find out information. That's kind of part of our floating along. This is the need for clarity, so I feel like we'll have that need for more information. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. I don't know that we're having financial issues, but I don't think you're positioned exactly where you want to be financially at this moment, Sagittarius. So we're going to take a look at this a little bit further. Again, it's not worry, but it's again just not exactly where we want to be financially. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. We have two ace cards. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. I do think we're waiting for information here, but the Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. I feel like there's new opportunity coming. It seems now that this is some sort of money opportunity. This is kind of a continuation of what we've already talked about. But we do need to, again, find out that missing information, find out those details. Let's see what other messages I have here for you. First up, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is being very bold, being in a position of power. I feel like until we have the information, we can't make bold decisions. We can't make those big decisions we need to make. So that's kind of waiting for that clarity, waiting for that information. We are positioned well, but again, we need that information before we can really make any moves. The next card we have is the Five of Wands. It seems like small things have just kept popping up for you, Sagittarius. And perhaps that's some of that kind of financial worry, that financial angst, not loving your situation. I just feel like, oh, my car needs new tires, or I didn't know this bill was coming. Whatever it may be, I feel like the little things have kept popping up. It's not major, and I do think that those will slow in the new year. But that's kind of what has you kind of feeling meh financially. And at the bottom, we have the Magician. Anything is possible with the Magician, so I love to see this. This is inspired action, taking action for what we want. But to get there, we, again, need the information first. So, but anything is possible. So I feel like this is going to be exactly what you want. And if it's not, you can still make it exactly what you want, which is a unique situation and a good place to be in there, Sagittarius. All right. Now let's talk about anything related to love. So a quick love message to get us started. Beware of what qualities you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also a reflection of your own. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Sagittarius. First up, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is always a good card for you. The Justice card is always favorable for you. So like to see this. This is finding out information, but it's finding out things, again, that are good for you. It's positive for you, which is good because I feel like we could have been waiting for information. This is also a card. This is good for like legal matters, contracts, things of the court. Some of you, I think, could be going through a divorce. So again, this is feeling favorable for you, or going through some sort of separation. So this is favorable for you. If not, I feel like for some of you that are in relationships, this is like you're trying to buy a house together. So that contract, this is looking really good for you. Or maybe we're buying a business or starting a business. Those kind of paperwork, that contract, those legal matters are being favorable for you. So I like to see this. Generally speaking, this is favorable. The next card that we have is the Hangman. It's interesting. You were waiting for information. You got it in the love aspect, but we're still waiting for information here. So I feel like you've been playing the waiting game, Sagittarius. Find out information, then wait for more information. So at some point we were waiting for information. Perhaps we were waiting on paperwork. We were waiting on a contract. We were waiting on an offer, negotiations, whatever it may be. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can be a card of stress, exhaustion. It gets tired of waiting. Again, perhaps there were some negotiations, some back and forth, some waiting. I'm sure the holidays didn't help with that either, Sagittarius. So it's kind of like we're tired, but I do feel like it's favorable and it's coming to a head. It's coming to an end here for you really soon. Very nice set of clarifiers. So first up, we have our Two of Cups. In terms of love cards, the Two of Cups is A1, top tier. This is partnership, love, romantic, engagement, proposal, marriage, those types of things. So really, really high class relationship. This could be a new relationship. This could be an existing relationship, but nice, strong relationship there. The next card we have is the Six of Cups. This is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. This is tying back to that justice, whether it's contract, legal matter, thing of the court, that kind of back and forth, that thing we're looking to settle. This does indicate a favorable outcome for you. We've been waiting patiently and kind of tired of waiting for it to happen, but it does look like it's coming together for you. And at the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. Another really nice love indicator for you, the Ten of Cups. We have a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, the water's growing, water's flowing. We have a house in the background. Again, for those of you trying to buy a house, that's a good indicator. So really nice new relationship or strong existing relationship as we navigate through whatever this paperwork, court, legal thing may be. All right, now let's take a look at our fourth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. This is, again, almost like advice for January. We have the card Surface. This is an interesting one. So when we have the Surface card, we need to think about having a bubble around us, Sagittarius, and that bubble only lets in good things. Everything else has to hit the bubble and bounce off. So we have this kind of surface, we have this kind of bubble around us that only takes on the good things, nothing else that we don't want or need. But let's take a look at what else we've got going on here. So first up, we have the Devil card. In general or in short, the Devil card is like a card of overdoing. So this is greed, envy, materialism, obsession, addiction, whatever it may be. Again, it's that kind of overdoing energy. I feel like there could be some bad intentions around you that are coming through with the Devil card, so that's why it's important to only take on the things that are good for us. We also almost like need to limit ourselves to the things that are good for us. Like obsessing over something isn't good for us, or overindulging because we're stressed about something isn't good for us. So we have to really block out those overdoing, those things that could hinder us. We're on a journey right now. We're on a path right now here with the Chariot card. This is action. This is change. It's about being on a journey. And we're trying to accomplish something, and these things will derail us. So that's why this bubble around us, this surface around us is so important. At the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. This is like success. This is celebrating. This is getting it done. We may also have a circle of support that helps with that surface, with that bubble to keep things out. These are people that are advocating for this journey. We have to stay away from those not so good things. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This could be like conflict too. We need to be shutting out those things that are not good for us. The next card we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is resting, retreating, renewing, recovering. In this case, it's prevention. We're just avoiding all of the things associated with these first set of cards so they don't hinder the journey. Prevention in this case is the best medicine. That's how it keeps us from not derailing our progress. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, enjoyment, gain. So I do feel like, again, we're on this path to success. We're on this journey to get something done, so we cannot let anything else get in the way. We got to keep all that other not so good stuff far away. All right, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 10 of Clubs, the number 35 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the 6 of Diamonds, the number 51 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 5 of Clubs, the number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, yes there for you, Sagittarius. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. It's a crystal to keep with you through the month of January. We have black tourmaline, which is good for protection, relaxation, good for body, mind, and spirit. Keeps all that negative away, which is kind of what we were just talking about there. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Sagittarius. I hope your holidays were fabulous, and I hope 2024 is wonderful to you.